Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. Today I'm going to take my 5-year-old Friesian Jafar for a little schooling session in our outdoor. Okay, so I'm going to go for a little ride on Jafar. So we haven't been able to ride in the outdoor all year, so it's the first time. All right, we're ready for our ride. So it's an absolutely gorgeous morning on the farm, and it is 60 degrees, which is very strange for Michigan early March. We do have a high wind advisory, but right now it's not bad, so I wanted to take advantage and get my young Friesian Jafar out in the outdoors since we haven't been able to ride out here since winter. He is super calm and doing a great job. We did a little bit of warming up on the ground, and now we're just going to walk under saddle for a little bit. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Jafar. I got him at an auction in June of last year. He used to be really spooky in the outdoor arena and literally hated even being in this back part right here. But as you can see, he's so much better now, and he's really built a lot of trust and confidence. He is 5 years old, turning 6 soon, so he's still young, and he's been under saddle about 7 to 8 months. So we're gonna have fun. Okay, so of course we're going to start warming up at our trot and canter, both directions. Again, I'm just really so proud of Jafar for coming so far. Again, he was just very alert. Like, I wouldn't even say he's spooky. He's just more aware of things and sometimes can get a little tense, but he's never actually ever reacted to anything. But the fact that he's just so go with the flow right now and just happy to be out in the outdoor and we're just having a really nice little ride just says so much, and I'm just so proud of him. So in today's session, I'm just going to walk you through what we're doing. So of course, today is an opportunity to just get comfortable again in the outdoor arena and just do a little bit of schooling out here. And we will be going over some fences, which I know you already realize, and that'll be super fun. So just warming up with some circles, making sure that he's staying on rhythm. His rhythm is so much better. And honestly, Jafar is a little more whoa than he is go. So he's not a super forward horse, but he will pick up when you ask him. We're going to do these pulls. Oops. They are a little short. I have them set up for a large pony, so they were a little small, and I totally forgot, so my bad, but he still did a really nice job. He's so sweet. And again, our main focus today is just going to be doing walk, trot, canter, getting both of our leads, seeing how he's reacting to being in the outdoor, and then doing some jump schooling. He really does seem to enjoy jumping, and I don't do too much in the indoor because it's more narrow, so the outdoor arena is really where I'll start doing a lot more jumping in the spring, summer, and fall. And I just think he's looking lovely right now, coming off of winter. They still have their winter coats, so they're a little shaggy, but those will shed out soon, and then he'll be sleek and beautiful again. But yeah, Jafar's temperament is honestly just fantastic. His core demeanor is calm, kind, and willing, and he's just a gem to be around, and he has great manners, and he really just wants to please his rider, which is so refreshing. So right here, I'm getting him farther back in the outdoor, and he reacted really well. I'm going to do a little bit of a circle here and switch directions. He is so sweet. So the far back of the arena is a little bit wet and a little muddy, so we're not going to go way far in the back corner. But we are going to mess around with these little puddles. We're going to take advantage of our flooding here and then move into the canter. He used to not know his lead, so I'm really happy. He basically picks up the correct lead every time I cue him into the canter, which is really great because it took about 3 months to figure that out. And it's gotten a lot smoother too. It was so bumpy before, like insane. It like hurt my back to ride. So now he's really evening out and really getting more collected at the canter. Now his canter is really smooth and it's really enjoyable and fun to ride. You feel like you're just floating around. And we're going to canter through that puddle. He doesn't mind it at all, doesn't blink an eye or change rhythm. We're going to transition down there. So that was okay. We're still working on them, but he's responsive. So that's the important part right now. Really happy. And something when it comes to riding Friesians to take note of is they are a little weaker in their hind end often. So that's why we're going to be doing some jumping to try to strengthen that more so, and a lot of pulls to really get that hind end moving. They're definitely more uphill, and they don't have the same movement as a little lope like a quarter horse or painter Appaloosa would. So they do move differently, and they are built a little different. So it does take a little bit of a different approach. And sometimes I just feel like they're kind of like, or him, I will say, clumsy and a little all over the place. But he's gotten so much better. And I think as he develops and muscles up, especially this spring and summer, it'll make a huge difference. He really responds and listens like very quickly. Like he never is like, oh, I just want to keep cantering or I don't want to stop. He just immediately responds. So that is just so sweet and such a good quality to have. And I have started letting some of my more advanced students ride him. He's an easy, uncomplicated ride, but he's been doing awesome. And I think everyone really enjoys him who rides him. He is like one of the most fun horses I've ever ridden. He's just listens, he's responsive, he's floaty. His trot can take a second to figure out, but he's just so fun. Like I am so happy. And now we're cantering in this direction, obviously. He's doing really good. This was the direction where he really used to struggle picking up that lead. As you can see here, he was kind of falling to the inside. That huge puddle in the middle makes it kind of weird, like the corners and turning. It's not straight, but it also is good to practice straightness. So we're getting there. And when you watch him trot, you can see that he's more animated. Like he gets more air, so to speak. And they're a lot more uphill. Their head carriage is higher. And of course, like he has definitely improved on that and settled down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to school some fences. That was decent. That was just about 2-3, maybe a little bit under. And he's doing really well. So he's really just learning how to jump. We've gone over a few little cross rails and some 2-foot jumps, but today I want to do just a little bit more, kind of get him thinking about his strides and the timing. So that was a little bit off, and then he picked up the incorrect lead afterwards, and that's okay. But he is doing good, and every time I bring him to a fence, he goes over it. He doesn't refuse. Sometimes he won't lift up his legs and engage as much. That's something else that he needs to work on, but he always tries, and that's huge. That was really good right there, and he really did put in a lot of effort, got the correct lead. I'm just gonna stop and see how straight we are and praise him. Okay, I put up a little vertical here. Let's see how he does. Really good. I just love how he really tries to find the distance, and he is doing better about lifting his feet and really getting some of that impulsion. And I really think he's going to improve over the summer as we progress with jumping, and I'm really excited to take him to a few shows. Oh, that was really cute. Also, I'm low-key jumping him in my dressage saddle because I didn't like necessarily plan to just go over fences, but it just seemed right, and it's really fun. And they're not super high, so. And honestly, I'm still trying to find a jump saddle that fits him. Oh, that was great. I'm so proud of him. Riding his canter is so fun. It has become so much smoother. And when we go through the water, I just feel like we're eventing or doing something crazy, and it's very exhilarating. And honestly, for his age, he's really good. I'm just over the moon about him. And, you know, eventually when I do go to sell him, because that is part of what I do, it's really hard. But somebody is going to be very happy and very fortunate to have him, because I think when he's like 10 years old, he's literally going to be perfect. Jafar says, don't forget to like and comment. Boy. I couldn't resist jumping. The footing's actually not too bad. It's just like way in the back, but otherwise it's pretty good. 60 degrees. I'm hot. Jafar is the sweetest soul, and as you know, he was purchased from an auction. And this is why I love doing what I do and giving horses a chance. He's an amazing horse, and if I wouldn't have got him, who knows where he would have ended up. I love what I do, and it's so important to me. And I really hope that you guys enjoy watching all of their journeys as well. All right, horse lovers, it's getting super windy. Jafar was a super good boy, especially for not being in the outdoor for a few months. So I'll see you next time. Bye.